Hi guys. So we've been putting together these bundles here at the Cat and the Crow, and I have a lot of people who are wondering why bundles. Here's why bundles. Let me explain. Crystals do this or that on their own, right? But sometimes when you pair them with other crystals, it boosts the signal. That's why crystal grids and that kind of thing, and chakra crystals and that sort of thing work, because they work with each other. And I'm going to give you guys an example. I currently have one of these set up that's got Moldavite in it. I'm calling it the Powerhouse Blend. But the reason it works and the reason it's pretty cool is because all of the crystals that are in it play off each other, and each one of them kind of boosts the effect of the others. It's like taking someone who's a really amazing singer and adding them to a choir of really amazing singers. You end up with not just their beautiful voice, but the effect overall is even better than they would be alone. So we'll talk a little bit about these crystals and why they work together and why other crystals might work together too. Okay, guys. So in this particular bundle, I have rhodesite crystals. And rhodesite crystals, it's really hard to even show them to you because they're little guys. So I'm going to try and show them to you down here. They're these little brown dudes. And some of them have a slight sheen to them. They're actually really pretty individually, but they're very small. And so people are like, well, what do those do? Why are they, worth the trouble? And the reason that they're worth the trouble is because they're nature's batteries. They boost the signal in anything you pair them with. So for example, I have them paired with Moldavite. So you're looking at, a lot of really fast, really, important changes. And they are, they are definitely amplifiers. So if you paired them with rose quartz, so you're going to get that boosted self-love. With the Moldavite I have them paired with, you're going to get, the whole Moldavite effect boosted with those pieces of rhodesite. And with Moldavite, you get authentic changes, you get spiritual evolution, and you get cleansing and protection. That's a quality of Moldavite has that not a lot of people talk about, because they've got this idea from TikTok and stuff that it's a scary stone. But Moldavite actually is pretty protective. It's a pretty awesome crystal. And, we've got these little guys, these little pieces paired with the rhodesite. And so you're boosting the signal on all of those qualities that the Moldavite already has. Okay? And then we've paired a Herkimer in there. And with Herkimers, you get, prophetic dreams and visions, but you also get purification. And so if you're trying to sort stuff out and trying to make your life better, all it can do paired with the Moldavite and the rhodesite is, again, boost the signal on those things and to help really, really, really bring positive changes. Okay? There's a Saphrodite in the bundle. Saphrodites, they're pseudotektites. A lot of people don't know whether or not they're actually, from a ancient eruption of a volcano and then they were tumbled by an ancient river, or whether they're tektite material from an ancient tektite that, we haven't recorded because it was so old in history. And I mean, they're pretty old. Estimates have them at around 30 million years old. So they've been around a long time. And these little guys bring grounding, but they also bring a whole pushing of intuition and higher self. So you're kind of getting, some of the stuff that you get with obsidians and those kind of things, but in a much more active version. A lot of people don't appreciate Saphrodites for what they are, but like these littler ones that we have, I can hold on to them, and to me they actually feel vibrational. They feel really energetic in the hand. And so paired with the Moldavite, they're going to go from the Moldavite being a roller coaster kind of change to softening it into more of a processable journey. with the way Moldavite quickly changes things, sometimes that journey can be scary for people. This slows it down and helps you to comprehend why those changes have to happen. And so paired together with the rhodozite and the Herkimer, you're going to get a much more intuitive and calm vibration instead of just the Moldavite and the holy cow, what's happening. Okay? Sorry guys, my little stand here decided to drop my phone. So I'm back again. Okay, now the Apache tears. Apache tears help to transmute grief. They're a type of obsidian. And these have been polished. And there's a lot of argument over whether polished stones are more or less powerful. But these particular Apache tears that have been tumbled and polished, they have a really wonderful energy to them. They're actually vintage. They're from the 70s. So they've been, again, around a long, long time. And, that's long before they were, we don't even want to talk about how old they were before they were cut and polished. But the energy they have is so grounding and calming. So again, you're going to slow the brakes a little bit on the crash course that you normally get with Moldavite, and you're going to be able to process those positive changes in a healthy and useful way. And because the Apache tear helps transmute grief, the things that you're losing along the way in order to gain things, you're going to be able to deal with grieving for those things a lot better. There's going to be a much more sensible approach to that. It's not just going to be, oh gosh, I've lost everything. It's going to be, okay, I understand this is clearing the way for better things, and I needed for that to go. And it's going to help you grieve with a lot more, understanding of what's happening. It's not just going to go, oh my gosh, and panic. Okay, and last but not least, we have the petrosite. And the petrosite helps us with intuition. It's also willpower and a self-transformation stone. And again, paired with these powerful, spicy crystals that it's paired with, you're going to get an understanding of what direction you want to move in and the willpower to get there. So the Moldavite's going to open doors, while the petrosite helps to direct you in where the good changes can be made and having the willpower to make them. And again, the Apache tear is going to deal with the grieving process of losing things in order to gain things. It's going to help you process that a lot better. And of course, the rhodozites, those are going to push everything. Everything they're paired with, they're going to amplify. So you're getting a boost in the signal, okay? And then like we talked about, the Herkimer is going to help with purification. It's going to help with your dreaming. So it's going to help you visualize those much needed changes. And again, help with processing them in a positive way. All right, guys, so hopefully now you understand how some crystals can work with synergy with others. And I would encourage you guys to try your own blends of crystals. If you're struggling with depression or anxiety, especially this time of year, maybe put your lepidolite with some rose quartz and maybe, boost it with some rhodozite or a Herkimer or something and just see what happens. We have a self-love blend that's actually pretty similar. It has, I think, 6 different crystals in it. I want to say 6 or 8. It's an even number. But all of the crystals that are in it are to push a more positive self-outlook and mental health. And so, maybe play with your crystals at home and decide, maybe this crystal would be good to be carried with this other crystal. And, get to a point where you've got a vibe going. And use them in your crystal grids. Meditate with them. Take the time to spend with them so that they can help you. A lot of times, we don't take the time to actually utilize these tools. And I'm very, 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 well known for saying that crystals are a tool. It's like a hammer. I can't set a hammer down and expect it to build me a chicken coop. I have to pick it up and use it to build a chicken coop. And your crystals are going to be the same way. You have to pick them up and utilize them as the tools they are. Their energy is going to help you make changes, but you have to work with them to make those changes. All right, guys. Well, hopefully this has cleared up some of the questions and stuff I've been getting. And hopefully, too, it's given you some ideas how you can work with these crystals. And if, the crystals we have here sounded like something that you could benefit from, I have 4 of these little bundles set up, and they're my powerhouse blend, and today they're $30 because it's the 13th. The 3s, just, I had to do something with them. So anyway, I would encourage you to experiment and to not be afraid of utilizing the energies, especially surrounding Moldavite, Libyan desert glass, those kind of change kind of stones. They're not terrifying. I know you guys think they are, but they're really not. They're kind and gentle, and they want to help you. They're the power tools of the crystal world. And, instead of being afraid of them, you really just need to learn to utilize them in a way that's comfortable for you. Okay, folks, so I hope to see you guys soon, and I hope that, you guys are staying warm and dry and peaceful during this holiday season. And, be in touch if you need anything. We're here. You can always message us on the Cat and the Crow, Georgia. We're always available. All right, guys, so this has been the Friendly Neighborhood Crystal Witch explaining how crystals work together. Thanks, guys. Bye now.